Welcome back to the channel. Delighted to have Stan Moody as my guest today. Thanks very much for doing it, interrupting your practice. We're here at Ding's Academy. Do you want to break off?
Can do.
Love a frame. Oh, it's quiet today because, well, unfortunately, you didn't qualify for CAN and everyone's away. So there'll be a sort of, is there a lack of match practice at the moment? You do a lot of stuff on your own.
I like to mix it up, a bit of both. I think that's good. You need to do the drilling on your own, but then to keep sharp in practice against other players. So yeah.
How many hours would you do on any given day?
It depends. Solo 5, 6, but if I'm playing somebody, it could be 7, 8. So.
Really? Okay, that's quite a lot. I mean, it's good. Obviously, you're at the start of your career, and I think it's important to get that practice in there, isn't it? But a lot of the top players I speak to on here, it's like 1 or 2 hours a day, but.
Yeah, they've earned the money though, aren't they? They've done the hours, but for me it's important to keep playing every day. And keep
exactly.
Playing, so.
Do you enjoy the practice?
Yeah. You
do?
I love it, yeah.
Your dad Nigel's in the corner there. Does he, because I had a manager that was like, kept on coming out and watching me and saying, make sure I was practicing. Does he make sure you're practicing all the time?
He's strict, but it's not. It's not too much. He just keeps me in check, so it's good.
So you were quite happy to do it anyway?
Yeah.
How long have you been sort of, I mean, when did you start? You're 18 next month?
Yeah. Maybe
before this comes out, I don't know, but you're 18 next month. So when did you first pick up a cue?
I was on holiday in Spain when I was like 9. And there were a pool table next to our room that we were staying in.
Right.
And my dad just showed me how to make the bridge hand, and then it went from there. First week back off holiday, I went straight to local snooker club, and I loved it.
Really?
I went in my full suit, and
Really? Wow.
Good.
Can you play? Not at all. My dad couldn't play. My dad couldn't pot 2 balls in a row. You can't. You're the same.
The odd long blue. That's it.
Where does it cut? Because my dad's dad could play. He was a really good player. In fact, he died before I was born, so I never met him. But is there anyone in the family were talented snooker, or are you the first?
I wouldn't say talented, but my granddad loved it. He used to watch it, and yeah.
You're still at school, obviously, so you can't be playing every day. When did you leave school?
About the start of year 11. From about year 8, I went in 3 days a week. So I had Mondays and Fridays off, so it was good around comps.
And the school was okay with that?
Yeah, the head teacher was sound, yeah.
Okay.
He's a sports person himself. He plays golf, so he sort of understands it all. So.
Okay. I was quite, well, in the end I was quite lucky. I mean, in Scotland, obviously there was no success at snooker. So they were a bit funny because I used to take days off without them knowing, obviously, to play. Yeah. And I was doing nothing at school. I mean, I left with no qualifications. I don't know what you were like.
No, I didn't. I didn't take any GCSEs.
So, so no pressure in the snooker career?
No, none at all, no.
4 O-levels. I thought I didn't turn up for 2 and failed the other 2.
Right.
So it's a good job, and I left 6 months early, so it's a good job that snooker worked out. So when you first started playing snooker like me, school just went, you lost interest, did you?
Completely. I hated it. I just thought I just wanted to be potting balls instead.
Right.
It all seemed sort of pointless to me.
And was mum and dad okay with that?
Fine, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah. They had to be. They had to be.
Yeah, because I was like, I mean, whether it's good or bad, I mean, my parents never said stop playing snooker, sticking at school. I think my dad, as probably Nigel did as well, thought straight away I was going to do something in snooker, and sort of just encouraged it rather than let it stop. But
going for the max.
Was on a maximum there?
24, yeah.
I didn't even know. I just play shots now aside just for the entertainment. So when did you start the sort of 5-6 hour a day regime then?
When I left school, really. Just wanted to be there all day. Yeah, it was good. That's when I started. I mean, I was still quite good anyway. I won a lot as a junior.
Yeah. Did you ever have a table at home, or just always go to a club?
Never. Always in a club. I don't think I'd like one at home.
No, I especially at the part of your career, I don't think it's a good idea, because it has to be, I think, like doing a job. As I say, I had a regime of going to the club the same time every day, leaving the same time every day, 6-7 days a week. So it is like a job. At home, too many temptations to stop, isn't there?
I mean, the place where I do a lot of my solo, my sponsor's house. It's just a table in a room, but it's just, for me, it's good to zone in and you're there on your own, no distractions, put music on and just, go through routines.
And like picking your own balls out and all that, so you're just there and you're basically on your own.
Yeah.
And you don't mind that, because snooker is a very, very solo sport. I think you have to be quite happy spending time on your own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't mind that.
Yeah, but a lot of time my dad picks out for me, so it's good.
That's why I won't play left-handed ever. What sort of things are you doing solo? Are you doing like lineups, or we might get to see a couple of your routines later on, but is it lineups or simple things, or is it quite, because I see a pattern with a lot of the players now that some of the setups are quite complicated.
Yeah, I do everything really.
Yeah.
Stuff into middles, high blacks, it's like the diagonal one.
Yeah.
Long pots. I don't really practice safety.
You don't get any point for a safety shot?
No. No, it's important, but my safety's getting better anyway, and I think you can only do that by playing matches.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly right. The same thing. I mean, safety play develops from through match play, not through playing set up things. I think
the only way you can do that is with like the thin clips.
Oh, if you do what? Sorry.
Like the thin clips. Yeah. That's the only bit of safety you can do, really.
Yeah. So this is your second season coming up.
Yeah, second season.
How was your first season? Did you enjoy? Was it tougher or easier or than you expected, or?
No, I expected it, because I've been growing up, going around country playing pro, so I knew what the level was. But it's the thing of just going to every tournament with, it's just thinking I'm probably not gonna win. You still want to win, you still think you can win, but the thing is, you're probably not. And I didn't win a game for about, I don't know how many tournaments. Right. Okay. So yeah, it was tough, but I mean, I was still loving it at the same time. The experience, playing on TV as well. Yeah, and that's what I said when I got on tour. It's just the experience. Yeah. I'm not bothered what I do, and anything. Yeah. If I do well, it's a bonus. How many years are you going to think like that, though? How many years until you start thinking, right? Just the first one. Just the first. Just the first. Oh, so this year you got a different mindset. Yeah, and a few stuff have changed as well. Right. And I've had a better season already for it. Right. So. Okay. Great shot. Cheers. So do you play much as like? I mean, this. Is it still like your British under 16, English under 16s, English under 19s? Are these tournaments still going ahead, or is it just World Junior things now? Or? No, they're still going ahead, but the standards, it's not great. Yeah. At junior level, it's terrible, to be honest. Right. Okay. So you probably, it was a good idea to turn pro as quickly as possible, because I had the choice when I was, I won the Scottish Amateur Senior title, and that's the only way you could turn pro, by winning it. And I had a choice to play in the World Amateur or turn pro, and I just thought I couldn't learn anymore playing the amateur tournament. I wanted to be in playing the big tournaments. Is that how you thought? Playing the good conditions, playing better players? It was sort of different for me, because when I was like 13, 14, the standard were very good. Mm-hmm. It's sort of as, like another junior, Liam Pullen as well, he got on tour and the standard has just gone downhill, but I wanted to be on as soon as possible. I did Q school at 13. Okay. I wasn't expecting out, but it's just good experience. So, but obviously I wanted to be on as soon as possible. 13, that's what, I was 13 when I made my first century break, so you're already in Q school. When did you make your first century? In a match? Yeah, well, anywhere, in practice, in a proper frame. 12. 12, okay. Fist pumped when I potted red for 100. Did you? You fist pumped at 12, brilliant. I did it against my dad in the club 102, and then the club owner was a right miserable git. And I made it, my dad was like so chuffed. I made a 142, he couldn't wait to go and tell this guy, and the guy went, well, was there any other witnesses? I mean, my dad wants to punch him. He's like, he was so excited, and then this guy was just like, any witnesses? No, buzzing. Once you get past that first hurdle, and then you're making them fun, it's great. Yeah. What about 147? Not yet. You've not made a 147 yet? No, terrible. Wow. I don't go for him. I'd rather win for him, but I probably should do a bit more, but they're not important to me, I'm not. Listen, they're great to. I mean, I always say it's the biggest buzz you can get on the snooker table, legally, obviously. Yeah. I think when you make your first one, you'll want to make. Definitely, yeah. More. John Higgins was years and years before I think his first one was actually in a comp. I think it was actually in the team championship. He hadn't made one in practice or anything.
Which was it when you think how good John is. So yeah, at the end of the day, they're not wins one frame, but I suppose you want to do it when there's a big prize.
Yeah, been close a couple of times, and if it is on, I'll go for it. But
yeah. So have you had coaches?
Yeah, I've had a couple. The one I'm with at the minute, I've been with him for about 3 years. Neil Johnson, Liverpool. He's very good. He's the best.
Okay.
So, in my opinion.
These coaches have big egos. There's a few people who disagree with you with that.
Yeah.
You speak to them all, they all think they're the best.
Yeah.
And I've had 2 or 3.
It's different for different players, isn't it? You speak to someone they're the best, and then others think, nah, he's not. But
yeah. And sometimes you can be struggling with your game and then just try something different and it works.
Yeah.
This is nice. This is nice. Lovely.
Is that 1-0 to me?
Very good.
Cheers.
Have you had a break this summer, or are you just straight into? I know the tournaments are more. You don't get as much of a break in the summer as you used to.
I had about a week off. That were it.
Right. When did you miss it?
No, I did. Well, maybe for that week, no. But then after a week, that's it.
Right.
I think it's your break, isn't it? Yeah, a week's enough for me. Because I played in especially this time, because I played in the Welsh. Is that in? Played in the Welsh.
How's that red gone there?
Dodgy setup. Lost, and then I didn't have a game in the Worlds till about 3 months after the Welsh.
Okay.
And then I lost first round in Worlds, and then I had another 4 months off, so I just wanted to keep playing.
Yeah. Because it was a shootout, wasn't it, that people first sort of noticed you as a
when I looked
future
about
star.
10.
Yeah. Do you enjoy the atmosphere of that?
Great, yeah.
Do you play? You feel you play better when it's a bigger occasion? Say you're on the TV table, or does that bring something out of you?
It's better because there's an atmosphere there.
Yeah.
It's better than playing in the qualifiers when there's no one watching. But I don't know. It's
first maximum coming up here, by the way. No pressure. You do it for my YouTube channel. Come on, please. But I mean, I always look for a sign if I'm watching TV and working and you see someone said about the young players, and I always like to see how they react when it's a big occasion, because that's a sign where you can actually go forward and do something. If you see so many players that even coming through qualifying and get to the crucible and then it's like a rabbit in the headlights.
Yeah.
But then you see someone who enjoys that rather than is absolutely bits. That was a bit of a funny bounce.
I definitely prefer playing on TV.
Yeah. Shot.
I don't mind either, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, isn't it? But sorry, Steve.
Unlucky. Yeah, I suppose as I say, that where you are in your career, you need to be on it wherever your table is.
Yeah, because the reality is I'm going to be in a lot of qualifiers, so just got to get used to it.
Have you set any goals at all for this season?
No.
Rankings or quarter final, or just play and see what happens? Great shot.
Start putting pressure on yourself, that's when you go downhill. And I think last season I did as well, put pressure on myself.
Right.
All the expectation in the media, you try to ignore it, but it's still there at the back of your mind. Yeah. So I found that a bit tough.
Yeah.
I also know well I can play.
Yeah. So I think a bit of confidence and even like going on arrogance is quite good. If I was to give you advice, I wouldn't shy away from saying what you think you can do, what if anyone takes offence to it, I would say no, I like that.
Yeah, I've never been sort of one to say I'm going to do this or he's rubbish, or because you just set yourself up for a fall.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Yeah, certainly wouldn't start saying people are rubbish, because that's going to make them play well against you. But I certainly wouldn't shy away from saying, look, I'm good enough to do. I think I can do this. I think I can do that. I think it's important. But as I say, it's your second season, so.
Yeah. But even when I first got on, it was
too tight for me.
it wasn't. Oh, the aim is to just stay on.
Yeah.
I thought I want to win tournaments.
Yeah, because you've got 2 years. For getting through, you've got 2 years, right?
Yes.
So where are you ranked at the moment?
81, I think.
So you need to, I should know this, but you need to get in the 64 to stay on the tour.
Not really.
No?
I could stay on through the 1 year list. I think I've got to earn about 35, 40.
Okay.
But I'm not bothered, to be honest. It'll be what it'll be. I had a bad season last season.
Someone sat behind you. I don't know whether he's like agreeing with you.
No,
like,
he agrees. He agrees definitely.
Nigel, what's your goals for this season? You inside you.
No, same as him. No
same.
Pressure,
just see how it goes. Like the first couple of years, learning.
Played safe.
What was it like? Because I've seen you sit quite close, didn't you, in arena? I've seen when he plays, and you're sat in the front row. I wouldn't let my dad sit in the front row, I tell you.
No, it's cool. We've had all those ups and downs as a junior. And obviously you can't say out when TV's on you.
No.
You can't be pointing at him like I used to do before. You know?
My manager used to like, sometimes sitting around, he'd be like, if I miss a shot, he'd be like giving it all this, and I'd be like, get to...
There's no worse, is there?
Oh,
Nothing
God.
worse.
Do you have to try not to look if you played a bad shot? Try not to make eye contact.
Yes.
You make practice that shot 100 times the next day. So do you travel everywhere?
I gave up work. I gave up work when I got on tour.
Okay.
I was self-employed.
Right.
But I gave up and just I'm with him nearly every day. Yeah.
Yeah. And how about like getting sponsors? Because I found it really difficult in the beginning to get sponsors to sort of take care of that, you know, because it's not cheap being a professional snooker player.
No.
You must know.
We've been very lucky with that. We've never had to we turn them away really.
Right. Okay.
We never get a spare slot. There's always people with wanting to come on board. Sort of
there you go. That always helps.
First one I've had all
No, but it's nice to have that pressure taken off with like Stan. All he needs to do is go and play snooker.
Absolutely.
Not thinking about anything. That was. No. Because in the beginning, my father, obviously when I was an amateur, took care of everything. But when you turn professional, it's a completely different ball game, and you need someone to take that pressure off. I think. So lucky the players these days. Oh yeah.
It's one of mine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on.
Can you think back what your best performance was last year?
Ooh. What, a single match or
not
a
even so much
tournament?
how high the rank the player was you beat, but just your best, even best tournament. Did you get a quarterfinal last year?
No, I got to last 16 of Northern Ireland. I hadn't won a match before that tournament, and then I drew Show You Long in the qualifiers. Yeah. And he had 1-4-4 first round. I thought, here we go again. But I managed to win it 4-2. I played like very good stuff. Right. So I think that is my best.
Okay.
My best single match. But then to go two further. But yeah, I were happy. I mean, I should have won the last 16, but I was thinking quarter final.
Oh, you're thinking ahead slightly.
A bit, yeah.
Right. Which is understandable to get a bit excited. What would you say? Would you say your style of game's aggressive? You like to go for your shots?
Yeah, definitely.
Get the balls up and early.
Yeah.
His pockets are so tight.
Too tight. Yeah, if there's a long red on what I fancy, I'm going for it.
I mean, again, advice I would give someone is like, your first decision is the right one.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe not as the right one, but commit to your first decision.
Yeah.
If it's the wrong shot, it's the wrong shot, but at least fully commit to it.
Yeah. Shot.
Because I missed more shots in my career through getting down to play a shot and then sort of change my mind on the shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then you miss it. I mean, it's like you've got to be fully committed to whatever shot you're going to play.
It's tough. It's tough when you're under pressure, and I like to check everything, but it's a bit too much sometimes because you get brain fog sometimes.
Right. Okay. Now you say that. The couple of times I've seen you last year, sometimes you did take longer over shots than I thought you should have.
Yeah.
Is that just second guessing?
Yeah, I got it about, I think I was 15 in Q school. I was stood there and I just couldn't get down on the shot.
Okay.
I was like, there was something in my brain saying it's not right. And then we went to see this mental guy, and he said it's like another form of the yips.
I know all about them, but that was in my technical side rather than my mental side.
Yeah, but it was just weird.
Right.
I was like 2 minutes on certain shots, one
Really?
off referee, I just couldn't get down. And then went to see a mental coach, and it just got gradually better. But
okay.
I'm a lot better with it now.
Okay.
I'm in practice. I don't know, 22, 23 seconds. In comp, right. 27, but it's too much. But it's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I would say your first decision, commit to it. Because it's, as I say, if it turns out you missed a shot or something, you look back, that's wrong, say, well, at least I committed to it. I trusted that shot in the moment.
And you want to make sure as well, don't you? If you get a chance to win, you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, let's see you get out for colour from this shot. And these pockets. It's a great pot.
Black.
The long game is absolutely pristine.
For once.
You can't be so far away, you're only 17, you can't be thinking negative like that. Your answer should be, yeah, it's always good. My long game's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something you got to be careful, because you hear a lot of players and they all talk the negative bullshit a lot of the time. And it's
nonsense.
Like, you don't want to be around these people.
No.
They're just like, oh yeah, well the luck I had today, and oh my long game's gone, and like, but you listen to that and it goes in, and it's like, then you start saying these things, oh God, start to sound like them. That's why when I was like the best, I just never listened to anyone, never spoke to anyone, just to stay away. And then say another advice, I mean, just, it's hard these days, but don't make friends in the circuit. I'm giving all these advice, it's like you turn into misery like me, but I mean, it's like,
when I was younger, I always used to like staying around the venue and stuff, but I hate it now.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Ronnie, you look at Judd, you look at Robertson, who, okay, he's not playing as well now. You don't see them messing around with people, you don't see them socialising really at venues because they're there to do the job, but that was impressive. Long game, thanks very much.
Cheers, Steve.